Hi everyone, it's Catherine, Recruitment Manager of WSAS. I have Justin Holmes, our MD, with us, and Tracy Morganroth, our Placements Manager. Tracy is the person that assists students, along with Keshni Pillay, her assistant, assists students with scholarship applications and university applications. So Tracy, we'd like to possibly ask you a few questions about the placements process. If you can just give us an outline of how it all works once students are registered for the program and you take over. How does it all work from there?
Good morning, Catherine. Morning, Justin, and morning, viewers. My
Morning.
name is Tracy, and I've been with the company for just this October, I think will be 7 years. And
Wow.
I took over as placement manager almost right from the get-go. And it's been really stunning to be a part of such a multifaceted, what's the word that I would want to use? Ability to be able to service clients and students and their families in a very unique and wonderful way. So the BDMs will introduce me to their new students. Justin will let me know that the new student has been registered onto our program, and then I send them through a requirements list in their matric year. But we have a lot of students that join in grade 8, 9, 10, 11. But in grade 12, they get sent a list of documents that we need for placement. And it's generally to the international universities. The global market is immense, but also wonderful. And so I help the student create a profile and a portfolio for the student, depending whether it's academics, sports, arts, and culture. And together with this portfolio, I send it to the admissions office, or if it's a sport, to the coaches. They let me know how much scholarship we can get for them, and we see if they can find a suitable option for the student and for their family before they start the beginning of that academic year.
Okay, wonderful, Tracy. Thank you so much. So are there benefits for students applying early? You mentioned grade 8,
Oh,
9, 10,
absolutely.
11. So what are the benefits there to applying early?
Benefits that include the letter of recommendation predominantly, because if we can get the student to start leaning towards the teacher that will give them the best letter of recommendation possible. You're looking for someone that's not going to just give you oh, my student arrived and was nicely in their uniform. You're
Mm-hmm.
wanting someone that's going to say that this is a character reference and an academic reference. So you want the head of department, whoever's writing the letter of recommendation, to be quite a healthy letter of recommendation, and
Right.
that one that will tell the university admissions office that this is a student they want on their books, because it really is just a marketing thing. You're
Mm-hmm.
wanting to create a profile that makes the student attractive to that particular university.
Right.
And so that is why we need the letter of recommendation to be strong. Also, to work on, if the student knows that they're going to be in an international program, the universities look at your grades from about grade 10, and they call it the transfer. They're looking at your whole academic report, not just one or two exams. So if you can start getting onto the right track from grade 10 already, then you have a holistic look and feel to your report, which is very strong for the admissions officers. Then we can also have time to work on your personal statement. Matric goes by in a blur. And so if we can get all of the smaller things out of the way in grade 11, grade 12 can be focused on the things that you need for grade. And you also want your grade 12 year to be fun. And so you don't want to be stuck with the little things that I'm asking you to do in
Mm-hmm.
grade 12, which is a rush. You want the time. And so I think starting in grade 10 already or earlier, depending on the family, helps you fine tune. And also, there are some families that choose to do the SAT exam more than once. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's super helpful to do it in 11 or grade 10.
Okay, that makes sense. So you want to
Right.
build relationships with your teachers.
Absolutely.
You want to do what's important while it counts in high school.
Absolutely.
And it's
And
good
then
to
you can
know
also
what you need to
have,
do.
and we have a program called the Brand Ambassador Program on our in our program, and that's also nice if you've got time. So then you can build with students. Then it's not like this rush to try
Hmm.
and get as many names on as possible. You've got
Yes,
time. So
yes,
time is a real gift that you give yourself when you join earlier.
yes, yes. I totally agree with that. And I've told many students that before, that time is a great benefit to have, is to have the time to work through all of this and and
Yes,
navigate all of this stuff. Thank you, Tracy.
exactly.
Yeah.
Thank
Um,
you, Tracy. I've got a question as well. So obviously from what you've said, the earlier you start, the better. So you've got time, can do things that are more sort of leisurely pace and get all the information you need. I know a lot of universities need an application essay or require one. How important is that? And what's your feeling on that, Tracy?
The personal statement is essential. It is the document that tells you what your CV and what your report can't. It asks two very important questions of the student. Why do you want to study what you want to study? And why do you want to study where you want to study? So the university wants to know why they're the reason why you want to go there. And so it requires eloquence, it requires thought. It's not just a simple essay, it is
Yes.
a document of your personality.
mhm.
And it
Okay.
doesn't require fancy writing, it requires honesty and integrity. And so I'm very happy to help with personal statements. I help my students a lot with that because you're writing to an admissions office that doesn't know you and they need to
Hmm.
get to know you through this piece of paper. And so the personal statement isn't long, but it needs to be comprehensive and complex. And every single university on the planet requires a personal statement.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you. Very interesting, and I think another reason why clients can use a trusted agency like WSAS, that we've got all of these things in place, and our placement team under Tracy is doing such a great job to guide all of our students. So I want to thank you, Catherine, for arranging the call, and Tracy for a really great analysis of the placement team and how you guys work. And I wish everyone a wonderful day. And yeah, have a great day, everyone. And thank you again, ladies. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Justin
Thank
and
you so much.
Tracy. Have a lovely day,
Thanks.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.